what a walk through that fight was. The Spence Crawford fight. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I did kind of call it an 8 Crawford, but wishful thinking, you know what I mean? But for the rest of this review, stay tuned. Please hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. Mahfouz Al-Qadir, Vanguardian News. What can I say? The Spence Crawford fight, the mega fight, fight of the generation. It really took a turn from the outset. From what my eyes witnessed, the first round was a fill-out round. Filling each other out. No one really established anything, but just kind of sizing each other up. But still kind of getting a timing in, I guess. And then second round, a little bit more jostling and a little bit more, risk taking. Terence seemed like he was in the pocket the whole fight, and still he was in defense mode. Obviously, being able to duck some of Errol's big punches, the overhand rights, the looping left hooks. But Errol was going to the body, was pressing the fight. Terence will resist, throw good combinations, up and under combinations, going to the body, really efficient with his punches, and still being defensive, still counter-punching, really doing a terrific display of boxing. And so I would have gave that second round. Then I believe, did he knock him down in the second round? Or did he escape? I believe he did knock him down in the second round. He knocked Errol down in the second round. Errol got up, but it was the end of the round. But you can tell his legs were shaky. It was kind of shaky. He was kind of wobbly, shaky, unsteady gait the whole fight. It was just herky-jerky. And then he's pressing forward. Errol, I'm talking about. He's pressing forward for the rest of the round. As far as round 3, it was clearly Terence Bud was starting to, be assertive and inflict his dominance and dictate the fight. He was the general. He was governor of that fight. He did everything he had to do. Spence took some big shots. He was lunging. He was going forward, going to the body, lunging. He was overstepping, lunging, and that's a big mistake when you're lunging, because Terence is throwing punches at all angles, and they were connecting. He took some big shots, but shout out to Spence, because he showed a warrior's heart throughout this whole fight. He kept coming, but he took some big shots. He took a beating in there. I mean, let's be frank about it. He took a beating. His face was all battered and bruised, and lips were bloodied. He took a beating. So I thought the stoppage, he knocked him down like 3 times in the fight. And it was just, at that point, it was just a matter of time when Crawford was going to, reel him in and catch him and press the issue. And then when he did, he hurt him again. He was wobbly again. And the referee waved off the fight in the 9th round. I think 2 minutes and 30-some seconds. I could be wrong in the 9th round. But it was, some people say that the fight shouldn't have been stopped. It was stopped. It was premature. Look, these fighters, man, what do you want them to do? They're putting their lives on the line. One punch here, one punch there. It can be all she wrote. So I thought it was a good stoppage. I thought Terence, did a splendid job. So it was definitely a clinic that he exhibited, man. He exhibited a clinic of boxing, just getting in, getting out, timing, One thing Earl was saying, his timing was off. Could have been because he was looping a lot. So yes, in that sense, his timing did look off, but could have been off because Terence he was tagging him. He was tagging him with some big shots. So if you batter it up like that, man, you mentally you have to be feeling some type of wear and tear. You know what I'm saying? And your timing and whatever you thought you might have going in, it just didn't work. It didn't work from the outset. Outside the first round, sizing them up, both sizing each other up. You might have threw one round, maybe a round in the third of, maybe I would say the fifth round. I could be wrong though. I'm just guessing, but I think the fifth round, middle rounds, between before the stoppage, he might have got one round pressing the issue, but outside of that, man, wasn't too many highlights. Wasn't too many highlights for Spence. So, you could go back to the drawing board. You lost one fight, recoup, get your mind together, get this one out of your system, spend some time with your family, decompress, hit the reset button. I think Earl's exercising his rematch clause, so maybe at 154. Will it make a difference? I would say so, probably, but it might not. It's going to make a difference from the other fighter too, because he might get stronger. So, Terence, once again, man, he is cold-blooded. He's a cold-blooded killer in that ring. And if he smells, blood, any sense of timidness, he's gonna go. He's gonna go after you. Any sense of hesitation or apprehension that you might show after he hits you with a couple combinations, once he gets it in his head that you're not really doing anything, and he's figured you out, he's gonna embarrass you. He's been doing that for 11 opponents in a row, so you need to recognize. You know what I mean? I seen his whole career coming up on HBO. I was telling people back then that's when Adrian Broner and a couple other people were all the rage, but I said, hey, get this kid, man, coming out of Nebraska, and he's a little vicious. He looked like he's ready to work. And sure enough, look at him now. So I'm proud of him in that fact, but I also know that Spence, he was coming too. So like I said, man, you win some, you lose some. It's how you handle it and get healthy first, mentally, physically, and get back in your routine when you feel it's possible to get back in your routine. So with that said, man, thank you for checking out the channel. Appreciate the love. Peace.